This is the video for Unit 6, Day 8. Today we are going to be adding mixed numbers, and today's video is dedicated to Yesenia in 6C. Hi Yesenia. All right, let's get started. So we have our problem here, 2 3/4 plus 1 4/5. Step 1, it says to add the whole numbers. So my whole number on the left is 2, so I'll write that here. My whole number on the right side here is 1, so we have 2 plus 1. Okay, so we did that here. That's step 1. Step 2, it says convert the fractions so they have a common denominator. So I'm going to write out my fractions. It was 2 3/4, so I have 3/4 plus 1 4/5, so I'm going to have 4/5 here. 2 plus 1, that gives me 3. And then I look at my fractions. 3 out of 4, 4 is the denominator. And here's 4 out of 5, where 5 is the denominator. So I think to myself, between 4 and between 5, what is a number that can be divided evenly by both 4 and by 5? In this case, that number is 20. So I want to convert these two fractions so that their denominator is 20. So let's start with 3/4. So I have 3/4. So to get to 20, I have to multiply 4 times 5. That'll give me 20. And since I'm multiplying 5 to my denominator, I have to multiply 5 to my numerator. Okay? Now, let's convert 4/5. So I have 4/5. And I think to myself, what do I have to multiply 5 with in order to get to 20? 5 times 4 gives me 20. And if I multiply times 4 on the bottom, to keep it equal, I have to multiply times 4 on the top. Now, I can start converting my fractions. So I still have the whole 3 plus 3 times 5, 15. On the bottom, 4 times 5, we know that's 20. That was the common denominator that we wanted to get to. And then on the right, 4 times 4, 16. On the bottom, 5 times 4, that also equals 20, our common denominator. So we finished step 2. We converted our fractions, 3/4 and 4/5, so that they have a common denominator of 20. And now it's 15 out of 20 and 16 out of 20. Now let's look at step 3. Add the fractions and then simplify. So we still have our whole 3. And then 15 plus 16, I can add these two numerators because they have the same denominator now. 15 plus 16, 31. So I have 31 plus 31 over 20. Now, in this case, I actually have an improper fraction because my numerator is bigger than my denominator. I have 31 out of 20. So I have to convert this improper fraction into a mixed number. So I have 3 plus, I think to myself, how many times can 20 go into 31? in this case, it can only go in once, so we have one whole. And if it goes into 31 once, how much is left over? We would have 11 left over, because 31 minus 20 is 11. And then 11, the denominator stays the same, 11 over 20. Now from here, we're almost done. I can add the whole numbers. 3 plus 1 is 4, and 11/20. And there's my final answer. So 2 3/4 plus 1 4/5 equals 4 11/20. What I want you to do now is, once you have this down, pause the video and try to do number 1 on your own. And then after you've completed the video, or if you're stuck, you can continue the video and check your answers for number 1. So pause the video now. Okay, and now you're continuing the video and checking your work for number 1. Let's do this together. Add the whole numbers, 2 and 1. So we have 2 plus 1 plus 1/4 plus 1/2. Those are the fractions. 2 plus 1 is 3. 1/4 and 1/2. 4 is the denominator here. 2 is the denominator here. I think to myself, what number can be divided evenly both by 4 and by 2? In this case, that number is 4. So I already have 4 on the left fraction, so that's done.